Recording in progress. Good morning, Masters. Today we are in the 18th chapter of Bringers of the Dawn, Heretics Ahead of Time. So, here, heretics means whatever the old belief patterns we have. Those who challenge the old beliefs, they are not wrong. The people, they are early. So, the book says, whatever the new ideas, always rejected first. Later, they accepted as the truth. For example, the best example is like attached bathrooms. Initially, when people were like they are not able to accept it, whatever the attached bathroom concept, but now it became the part of our life. So in the same way, the new ideas always rejected first, and later they accepted as truth. So the progress begins with the people who are willing to think differently, who are ready to change. And in the 1960s, in the year of 1960s, the awakening begins. So the 1960s are described as the preparation phase, the earth preparation. Because during that phase, people started questioning the authority. So before that, it is all the society, whatever we consider the society, most of the people ruling the country, ruling the planet Earth. But in the 1960s, after 1960s, people started questioning the authority. And whatever the movements for peace and freedom started, people started questioning about their freedom and expression of body, expression of body and sexuality became open in the era of 1960. And whatever the old values we have, the rigid values, the control society, they began to break. So this book, the 1916, we call as kindergarten level awakening. Just the awakening begins. So it was a just beginning, but not the transformation. So here for the awakening process, for 1960 awakening started in the year of 1990. The shift from materialism to spirituality started in the year of 1990s. So people started moving from the material focus to the spiritual awareness. Here, the core idea to take a shift from materialism to spirituality means people first became focused on their body. So they started focusing on themselves, their fitness, the appearance. So this was just preparation. And now in the 1990s, the shift is towards the spirit and consciousness. Because whatever the physical life for the body is a vehicle, we agree. But though the physical life feels limiting always, just for this body only for this lifetime. So this is a vehicle. So mind carries lot of the past impressions, lifetimes impressions. So whatever the physical life feels limiting us because we believed in limitations, so many limitations. We forgot who we are. So this book is explaining humans forgot their higher nature intentionally. So the shift started from materialistic to spirituality in the year of 1990s. And here in this process, to experience whatever the limitations of this human body, we chose this human body, and we are not lost in this process. So we are temporarily disconnected for a purpose. Temporarily disconnection happened. So here we need to integrate both physical and spiritual, materialistic and spiritual, both are. We need to balance. So that is the game here. So, for example, I'm spiritual. I'm not at all considering about all those things. Means you are in the society. You need to consider everything. So it's your purpose to balance both spiritual and physical to stay on this planet Earth. That is a true evolution of the soul. So I just do meditation. I go to somewhere. I just leave all the worldly activities. I just go and sit in meditation. Anyone can do that. And even our past lifetimes, we did the same. So here the real challenge is to balance both physical and spiritual. And awakening, whatever we call the spiritual awakening, happens in waves. Like not everyone awakens at the same time. It's not going to happen like that, the everyone at the same time. The reason is too much awareness, sometimes too much awareness at a time, without knowing the intention behind the lessons, whatever we are going to learn. The too much awareness at once can overwhelm the people because our nervous system must adopt slowly. This is a slow process. The awakening also slow process. So this chapter is warning us sudden exposure to the higher awareness may confuse the people. For example, the beginner, the meditator, they started doing meditation. So if you go and tell all those concepts, you are not this body, you are the soul, like this kind of experience, you are the God, like Patrici tells, like you are the God. If you go and tell them all those concepts, it may confuse the people because they are not ready to receive the information. It takes time for them. So that's why what to speak, what not to speak. Our Vakshetra is very, very important. Even that is a truth. We agree that that is a truth. Anytime that is the truth. But if the people are not ready to accept the truth, we need to take some time. And it's your responsibility what to share and what not to share to the people, even though it is the truth. Sometimes they may feel fear, anxiety, and they are not ready to accept the truth or think that they are losing the control. So, here the key concept is the nervous system is a gateway for consciousness. We need to strengthen it like phase wise, strengthen to handle the higher energies, to handle the truth. And whatever the old systems we have, old belief patterns, it has some limited capacity. So we need to replace that old system to new system. For that, it takes some time. The new system here is expanded awareness. From the 1990s, it started. 1960 started, and 1990 is a revolution, spiritual revolution. So the new system contains emotional cleansing. So it is very, very important, the emotional cleansing. And we need to release the past trauma, whatever the past trauma we had before, lifetimes of the trauma. It is not about only this lifetime because the mind carries the lot of impressions from different lifetimes. It gathers the information. For example, if you have the suicidal things in your past life, you attract all those the mental illness, the anxiety, fear. So it is all about we need to release the past trauma. It takes time. That is for a reason. You have chosen the lifetimes to experience that. It is your soul plan only. And the new system has the increased sensitivity. And you need to take some rest to accept it. Uh, we had all the experiences when you attend the summits or any mega meditation summits. After the summit, our body needs some rest. So most of the people they used to take rest, the 3 to 5 days, the complete sleep mode or rest mode, because the body, whatever the energies you received from that, it takes some time to access it. And Here, the author is also explaining the polarization, two paths, because we have the two consciousness exist at the same time, like low energy and high energy. Energy flows from the low to high. The Einstein principle, everything is energy. The one consciousness is light consciousness, and the other one is fear. People naturally align at a time only with the one. The light consciousness means growth, awareness, love. The fear consciousness always the control, resistance, confusion. So here the real challenge is if you resist the change or criticize, you are in the process of in the lower energy. You are not in the process of evolution. If you resist the change. And for the growth, you need the required qualities. Even for the awakening process, the patience is needed. It takes time. Your body has to be ready, your mind, intellect, and soul. It takes time. And compassion, non judgment. No comments, no judgments, no interference. And we gather the information from the people every time. The information collector. No need to collect all those unwanted information that creates an unwanted burden in your mind, the storage and non-judgment, non-interference. And here, everything in life, whatever we are doing right now, even the small action, is a part of bigger design. For example, if I wanted to reach from this place to the another place, for example, I wanted to go to Los Angeles, I need to take the decision. First decision is I need to move from here to Los Angeles. I need to book a flight ticket. This is a small action, but my ultimate destination is to reach the Los Angeles to attend the summit or something. So every small action we are doing right now is a part of bigger design. Sometimes the small tasks seem meaningless, whatever we are doing right now, the small things. But those small tasks, they build a mastery over time. You attract those situations for your growth only. Maybe for a for a while, you may think that like, what am I doing? Why am I doing these kind of questions? But the small actions is a part of a bigger design. Everything, whatever we are doing, they build a mastery over time. And this chapter also introducing the ascension. We already completed the book Ascension, the process of rising our vibration from low to high. So here the message is we are evolving rapidly from 1960s to 2026. We are evolving rapidly and we are here to help to transform the humanity. So when you transform, automatically the earth evolution started because you change the frequency of the earth. If one person changes, automatically it gives the value to the humanity. And growth, whatever the growth you are seeking, it requires courage, balance, and awareness. But for this, you need a lot of patience, compassion. And the final summary of this chapter is people who think differently, who are ready for a change, they are the pioneers of change. And humanity is moving from material focus to spiritual awareness. This is gradually increasing. The awakening, whatever the process we call, we are seeking, the awakening happens gradually because the body and mind must adopt it. And here the nervous system plays a key role in handling the higher awareness, higher consciousness. And there will be a division, the divide between those who accept the change and those who resist the change. And take some pause, patience, and balance are the essential tools during this transformation. For transformation, you need The basic quality is patience. So we are not here to just live life, we are here to evolve, awaken, and help others to do the same. So everything we are experiencing is a part of larger transformation, individual as well as group. Thank you, Masters. This is all about 17th chapter, Heretics Ahead of Time. Thank you for the opportunity.